Hello, YouTube, and welcome to Zen Variety. I'm your host, Zachary Gedzinski, and today I'll be doing a review on Captain Marvel. When it comes to Captain Marvel, I saw it 2 days ago. So, based on what I can remember about the film stars Brie Larson as Carol Danvers as she struggles with her memories. And throughout the film, she gains her memories and fights off the Kree and Skrulls. But when it comes to the film itself, I think Brie Larson could have emoted a bit better. Like, maybe it was mediocre writing or bad directing or both. Or maybe they could have had a different actress for the role of Carol Danvers. But besides that, I really do think the character does have some potential, though, in the MCU going forward. The side characters, such as the Skrulls and other Kree, were interesting, especially Goose the Cat. Like, once you see this little Flerken go all out, you'll definitely see what I mean. When, like, it's not every day you see the cat take on aliens. I'll give you that. I'm not going to give you full spoilers, including how Fury loses his eye. Trust me, it's from a source you would never expect, which, unfortunately, that also ties into the writing itself. Like, spoiler alert, it's Goose the Cat that actually scratches Fury's eye out. Even though the two characters actually bonded well, and there didn't seem to be any foreshadowing of that whatsoever. And also, like, throughout the story itself, like, there's very little of a character arc at all. It's just Carol falling down, getting up, and plowing through enemies, and not to mention that she's kind of hard to relate to. But other than that, like, Young Fury was interesting to see, and basically, Monica Rambeau, there's some foreshadowing of her becoming a future superhero in the MCU, which that has promise all of its own. And there are good, like, Easter eggs that are interesting that might tick off the fan base, such as Nick Fury coming up with the Avengers Protocol based on Carol Danvers, Sensor Coulson's Avenger, that's another spoiler, and basically how, I don't know, like, maybe how it's just a straight origin story. Like, has its fun moments here and there, but I really do think it could have been a whole lot better overall. Like, let me just get it out straight. The side characters are basically more interesting than the main character, which is not a good thing. Like I said earlier, like, either for future Captain Marvel films and stuff, they really need to find a director or writer that can work with Brie Larson's strengths, or find another actress that can work in the realms of that. Oh yeah, and the fact that Marvel is a female instead of a male, I know that will tick off comic fans, but I didn't see anything wrong with that, nor the Skrulls being portrayed as the good guys, yet it didn't contain a lot of the feminist push as I expected, due to the advertising, which was quite divisive upon the fan base, and when it comes to marketing, never ever ever attack the fan base. That's how you get something as toxic as the Star Wars fan base, unfortunately. But regardless, like when it comes to critiques for this movie, it would have been nice for Carol to emote a bit better. Like, it would make some of the dialogue make sense when it comes to Carol controlling her emotions. Like, if she, like, smiled here and there or showed bursts of angers instead of a blank face when Yon-Rogg told her to control her emotions, it would have made a lot of sense. Other than that, the dialogues falls short when the main character just has the same blank expression throughout the entire film. And with that, it obviously falls back on the writing and the directing. Like, I think for future movies, if they include more drama and suspense and bring out the positive aspects of Carol's personality, it would definitely work. Oh yeah, and a little less focus on politics or add subtle twists here and there. Like, they could have explained, like, why Mar-Vell realized she was fighting on the wrong side. Maybe she fell in love with a high-ranking Skrull and had a child, whether that be a son or daughter. Hint on the son or daughter part. That may actually come into play in the MCU later on. But other than that, like, better characters could have been... Like, the characters could have been better realized. There could have been a deeper dynamic, like, between Carol and the characters. Like, have it... Like, besides a device that's holding back Carol's powers, which is not that bad. It could have had a much bigger impact. Like if she seemed to bond with her other Star Force members, but yet again, like, it's hard to tell with Carol. It's like she doesn't have any emotional attachment to either her memories that are coming back to her and the people that she interacts with. She has the same monotone look and voice throughout the entire film. Like, yeah, there are a few instances where she changes expressions and whatnot, but all in all, like, it's the first movie, and I'm hoping to see some improvement when we next see her in Avengers Endgame. Overall, when it comes to this movie, since it doesn't tie into Endgame that much and it's set in the 90s, I would give it a 3 out of 5. Like, it's a pretty decent film if you have nothing better to do, such as living in a small town that has basically nothing else going on. But it's not a must-see if you're not totally invested in the MCU or Carol herself. Like, it could have been a whole lot better than what we got, but unfortunately, I think they were trying to rush this movie out, so 3 out of 5. That's not that bad, and it's not that good either. There's a lot of room for improvement. Like, maybe in the next movie, have her fight against being completely brainwashed and or losing her powerless to certain characters, like, such as Rogue from the X-Men, since Marvel Studios will be gaining access to them anyway. Like, have that come into play. Like, develop the characters a bit more. Especially Carol. Carol can benefit from a lot of character development and give her some weaknesses too, so she's not just plowing through everything like a Mary Sue. Thank you for watching this review and critique. I am Zachary Gedzinski, the host of Zen Variety. Thank you for watching. Bye!